Hey guys, TGCast Productions. So you got some pretty interesting news from Rockstar Games earlier today regarding the upcoming expanded enhanced version of GTA 5 GT Online, and even a confirmation of the next GTA. Nothing in depth. I also want to say I know I haven't been as active on YouTube lately, mainly because I've been planning this trip down to Florida and to start this therapy program due to my injury early last 2021. So, wanted to make a video on this though. I had a little bit of time. I'm still getting set up here in Florida. Any case, I wanted to break down some of the stuff in this Newswire article here, and I'm also going to try to make a post on the community of YouTube just to sort of break everything down or sort of just list everything in that post so that everything is just right there for you guys to see exactly what's in this article. But I also wanted to talk about the different things stated in this article. First off, here we do have, as we can see, updates to the contract, the new GT Online DLC that we just got. This is just pretty much thanking fans right here, so I'm going to skip that article. And then we also have the contract, shortcuts to short trips, and more. And really, all this is here is they're just saying that now these short trip missions you'll be able to play or access directly from the jobs menu. So that's in the pause menu without having to complete the Dr. Dre contract story missions. So they'll be separate now. And then also the tracks that you unlocked when completing the Dr. Dre contract are now going to be on the streaming services. So those 6 tracks there. Now, real quick here, guys, before I continue on with the rest of the Newswire article, I did skip this screenshot when I was initially breaking it down. This vehicle here is an Imponte vehicle, and there's only a handful of these Imponte vehicles in game, and I didn't recognize this one. And as we'll see later in the Newswire article, we're getting at least 5 new vehicles with the expanded enhanced version of GTA 5 GT Online. This could be one of them, and also um, these 5 new vehicles, or at least 5 that we know that we're getting that are new, are going to be able to be utilized in the How Special Works. And given this livery, I'm assuming this vehicle is able to be utilized in the How Special Works Auto Shop inside the LS Car Meet, coming expanded enhanced version, talked about later in the Newswire article. So yeah, possible new vehicle here. Not 100% sure. We're saying for sure, but yeah, it does look to be a possible new vehicle. And here's where we get on to the more interesting information. So this is what I'm going to be reading and diving into. So, a new generation for GTA 5 and GTA Online. The GTA 5 community is stronger than ever. Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online will come to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S platforms this coming March 15th. So, originally it was supposed to be November 15th. Now it's March 15th. So, 5 months later, around that. So, that is the confirmed release date as of now. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed. I don't think it will at this point. Bringing the blockbuster open world experience to players on the latest hardware. We sincerely appreciate the entire community's support over the years as the game now heads into the unprecedented third console generation, which is just crazy. Grand Theft Auto 5 and GTA Online will, for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, features new graphics modes with up to 4K resolution. So we knew that, but we didn't really know the frame rate. So up to 60 frames per second. Texture and draw distance upgrades. We sort of saw that in the little trailer that we got back around, what was it, 5-6 months ago. That absolutely ridiculous trailer that really was just not what we wanted for the E&E version of GTA 5, GTA Online, as well as literally told us nothing new about it. But yeah, draw distance. We have HDR options and ray tracing, so we're gonna have better imagery in the game. Now, as far as HDR options, I'm not sure if you use a game capture, if you'll be able to exactly utilize HDR options. I don't think I was able to with my game capture. Then again, I may just not have the right settings. So there is that, as well as offering the technical advancements of the latest console generation with faster loading times. So that's that SSD that we have um, in these newer consoles. Immersive 3D audio, that could be awesome, maybe terrifying at the same time, depending on what you're doing in GTA 5, GTA Online. And platform-specific features like advanced haptic feedback, much more. So the haptic feedback, I think of like as far as like when you're shooting a weapon, you may feel a little bit more of that, maybe with the recoil, and then maybe obviously driving vehicles on different terrains. You'll feel a little bit of a difference there with the haptic feedback. So moving on here, PS4 and Xbox One players eager to continue their journey on the newest generation of hardware will be able to transfer both their GTA 5 story mode progress and their current GTA Online characters and progression to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S with one-time migration at launch. So I definitely expected the GTA Online character transfer. I did not expect the story mode transfer at all. That was really just sort of caught me off guard there. Didn't expect that. Now, what's interesting is obviously the story mode is going to be separate from online. So I'm surprised they're even letting players do this because I would think they'd want to try to market the story mode since it looks like they're going to be separate, or at least story modes can be separate from online, as we're going to see with this next paragraph there. But it looks like you can transfer the story mode. Obviously, if you've already beat it, which you could have beaten it on, two different generations of consoles now, I guess maybe you could just transfer it and experience it in with the new graphics, plus a new standalone version of GT Online for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, which actually I should say, I guess, who knows, you may still have to pay for GTA 5 story mode, even with having to, even being able to transfer your story mode. So there is a possibility of that also. But plus a new GT Online, a standalone version of GT Online for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S will debut at launch, available for free for the first 3 months to PlayStation 5 players, made easier than ever before for new players to experience everything GT Online has to offer. So the big question I have here is like, how much is this going to cost going long term? If it's going to be free for the first 3 months, like, is this going to be a subscription type of thing or just like a one-time purchase like we have with Red Dead Online, where I can't remember the exact cost it is to purchase just being able to play Red Dead Online. But it's obviously less than $60 or $59.99. But I don't know if it's gonna be like a one-time purchase or a subscription purchase. So hopefully it would just be a one-time purchase. I mean, a subscription purchase would be absolutely just ridiculous. But yeah, hopefully not. And here we have improvements to GT Online. GT Online for PS5 and Xbox Series also includes a range of improvements, including the ability to skip the GT5 story mode prologue before entering online. So before that wasn't possible. You had to play the prologue in order to be able to get started online. And an all new GT Online tutorial. So I'm assuming this is with this career builder, as you're going to see. So new GTI players will now enter the career builder with instant access to their choice of one of four illicit businesses. So biker, which would be tied to the clubhouse, the biker businesses, the executive, also the MC club contracts, executive, which will be tied to the VIP missions, the CEO offices, the special cargo warehouses, and then the import-export warehouses or the vehicle cargo warehouses, nightclub owner, the nightclub properties, and then or gun runner, the bunker, and a sizable GTA cash windfall to help select the property, high-end vehicle, and the firepower required to kickstart their enterprise. I'm definitely curious to see this because obviously the executive and the biker seems to include much more than the nightclub owner and the gun runner. And the nightclub owner sort of combines the executive and the biker. So I'm really curious to see how this is all going to work, play out. I don't even really know why anyone would go with the nightclub owner, just because it sort of ties in both the biker and the executive. And that's how you really generate a lot of cash with that business. Doesn't look like heists are going to be involved with this. With this career builder, it seems mostly with the illicit businesses. So there's that, but you do get a little bit of cash for a property and a high-end vehicle. I'm assuming, obviously, for example, if you're a gun runner, that would go towards the bunker. So what I'm thinking, high-end vehicles. So I'm thinking maybe something from Legendary Motorsports. I don't know if it's supposed to be specific to one of these businesses. And then obviously some weapons or firepower to kickstart the enterprise. I don't know if that would go to any of the upgrades with any of those businesses, or it's literally just talking about weapons. And then returning players will also have the option to restart their character and take advantage of the career builder at any time. So the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions of GTA Online also include New House Special Works Auto Shop located within the Ellis Car Meet, which will allow players to upgrade select vehicles, 5 new vehicles and 5 existing vehicles. So there are going to be new vehicles with the expanded enhanced version of GTA 5, GTA Online. I can't remember if there was really too many new vehicles for the next gen version for PS4 and Xbox One. I think there were, such as like the Duke of Death and like the Kraken submarine, the Dodo seaplane, which is like a returning vehicle. So hopefully there's more than 5 vehicles, 5 new vehicles, but it looks like we're going to be getting new vehicles. And then we have these 5 existing ones with these 5 new vehicles being able to be used in the How Special Works. For elite driving performance that takes full advantage of the upgraded power of new console hardware. So again, that's just talking about what you'll be able to do with the How Special Works. This was talked about back in the summer with the tuners update. I'll try to find that paragraph and put it in this video if I can. I believe a lot of like speed were talked about there. In fact, we do have some vehicles here, which I know we have the new Porsche SUV in the back here. I'm not sure if these vehicles, it's hard to really tell what they are with the liveries on, as I'm just sort of taking a quick glance at them as I'm breaking down this article. If I end up figuring out what they are, I'll definitely make a note in the video of what these vehicles are. I knew this is a new Porsche vehicle here. Again, this is just me going quickly through this article here, and sometimes it's hard to tell some of these other vehicles are with the, like, I don't know if that's maybe the Nightshade. I'm not sure if that would be that. Again, if I figure out these vehicles, I will make note of them. I'm not sure if any of them are new though. And then really the biggest thing here that everyone's going crazy about is what's next. So with the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry into the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered, and we are all pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you for all your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you, Rockstar Games. So literally with the next, what many people think is GTA 6, it may not be GTA 6. It could be something like, as we see in the past, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, Chinatown Wars, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories. It may not even be GTA 6, but, they gave us literally just what really any of us could have expected. I think a lot of us could have expected that they are developing the next GTA in the GTA series. All of us could have expected that, but at least we actually have official confirmation from them that they are well underway with it. So that is nice to know. However, it still could be years until we see the next GTA. Just because we heard of this doesn't mean it's going to come out, next year, the year after. It could still be years away. So, it doesn't mean this is coming out, soon. Obviously, we would hope sooner rather than later, but this still could be some time away. But in any case, guys, it's pretty much everything I want to talk about in this video. Again, sorry for being a little bit more inactive just because of just everything that's been going on and me starting this new therapy routine. But as always, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, share this video. Be sure to comment if you have any questions. Have a great day.